what plans, what's the plan like with the Office of the National Chairman? First of all, we should start with that opening shot.
Okay. As Office of the National Chairman, we are more than ready to mobilize all Ugandans, most especially the Bazukulu of this nation, to take part, to witness the swearing in of our grandfather. And yes, there have been several meetings, the security, the NOC, the National Organizing Committee, all stakeholders on board, whereby I was invited by the PS, the PS, Haj Kakande, to take part as part of a dynamic team to ensure that the whole function is a success. So we are mobilizing people here and there. We are calling on all stakeholders. We have, I've had so far 34 heads of state. We have secretary generals of different countries. We have notified at least each and everyone, and it's in people's knowledge that on Tuesday, people are going to come and witness the swearing in, the grand swearing in of the new president.
Then what lies ahead of the aftermath of President William Museven after he has sworn in as the seventh president?
After swearing in, automatically, we need implementation. First of all, he has to constitute for us a cabinet that is suitable, that is going to help him, back him up, a parliament that is suitable. Yes, we are seeing members of parliament who are gazetted on the gazette, who are going to be sworn in. So when they are sworn in, that means that the legislature will be brought on board to ensure that they pass the laws, the amendments, and all government policies are put in place. So, as well, when we are looking at his swearing in, for us, the Bazukul, who demanded, by the way, we demanded for his comeback, we are expecting him the first 100 days. In the first 100 days, he has to ensure that the corrupt are brought to book.
What penalties would you wish to for that?
I don't decide penalties because I'm not the fountain of honor, and I'm not the law, and I'm not the policy. It will depend. It depends on the stakeholders, because we have the Judicial Service Commission, we have the human rights, we have the legislatures, we have the security. So that is not mine.
You see, Hajjat, you also cited about the cabinet. How would you wish the next cabinet to be in terms of age?
In terms of age, this time round, you see, we have over-recycled, and our dear president, you have over-recycled. We are expecting to see, because we have a youthful parliament. I saw when I was in Chankwanzi, we have vibrant youth, energetic. So I'm expecting a cabinet that combines both the elder people, because we need them, they can sweep better, but we need these young ones who are going to sweep clean. So you can differentiate. They sweep better, but we need those to sweep clean.
Okay. You've been at the epicenter of the grassroots politics, and you managed to at least scoop 72% in the just concluded 2026 elections. What strategies did you employ to achieve such a result?
Actually, for us, when I had come as Office of the National Chairman, we looked at where is the problem. The problem was not the president. The problem is not the president. The problem is with the implementers. The problem is with the bureaucracy. Because if you come up with parish development model, this is a good policy that is going to enable and empower the majority. But unfortunately, the stakeholders or the implementers put their bureaucracy, of which antagonizes the entire process, and we see it as a stunt. Yet in the actual sense, those that have benefited can testify. Then when we go to the service commission, they over decentralized. They over centralized all district jobs to the district service commission, whereby they feel like they have the monopoly to do whatever they want, which is not right. When you monopolize an institution into an individual interest, you find out that most of the people are going to error, and they are going to cause mess, and as well, the service delivery will be limited.
Then how would you wish these district service commissions to operate to the
If I
benefit
come,
of the
I have a
communities?
degree. If I come, I have a degree in nursing, or I'm a doctor. What you're supposed to do? Yes, look at my qualifications, give me the interviews. Let us go through the same process.
Meritocracy.
Yes. Not looking at so and so has given me money. For the ladies, they ask us for kitty. If you can't avail kitty to these guys, man, you can't be deployed anywhere. So you find that most of the girls are overexploited. So we are trying to fight this. This is injustice and impurity of the highest order. That is the District Service Commission. We brought it on board during the doctors' event at Kololo, and we told the president, you have decentralized all government positions to the district. And these people are more corrupt because they corrupt us. They corrupt the youth. They corrupt our skirts. They are just there to get money and move on, maybe to earn a living, of which we are trying to fight. So we are looking at the healthy services to be at least strengthened, because I'm looking at a situation whereby we have the National Drug Authority. You see, you guys, they avail us with drugs, and at the end of the day, some hospitals don't have medicine. And this particular medicine, tomorrow they are telling us that we have medicine that has expired. Then what the hell? What is that? How can medicine get expired when we have a hospital in Kayunga that has no medicine? The people have to be brought to people have to be brought to books to be answerable. So if we are not looking at the implementation of government policies, then we are doomed. So we are expecting His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, because yes, peace and stability, we have security that is already doing its work. We have the peace and stability. What next? You see, we are in for agriculture. We are known as the Pearl of Africa, the most fertile land. Why are we not at the market? Why have we failed to hit the market space? Yes, we are landlocked. We accept. But the availabilities, how are we going to sneak and penetrate the outside market? So we have to borrow a leaf and find out how best we are going to achieve and penetrate the market. I'm talking about the world market, not the local markets, because you can go to a window and get whatever you want. But we are beyond that. If we are looking at the middle income status, it's not going to be gotten on a silver plate, whereby even the market is still hanging in balance. So we look at, yes, the roads. The roads are being worked on. We are seeing roads are being worked on. That is a process and a budgetary process. But now we have education. We look at, we urge the Ministry of Education to come out clearly to help those poor parents who are still exploited. They get money from them, yet the government has already availed us with a way.
Hajjat, it seems the inconsistencies brought about the corrupt do not sit well with your operations as the ONC. How do you intend to mitigate such challenges in your operations as well?
For us, what we did when we saw that there are too much bureaucracies, we saw that it was difficult for us to penetrate through to enable our youth get empowered. We came out with the self-empowerment, whereby we started giving out items to the public, to those that we feel like they can they can really do something and up their game by benefiting from the program. We used to move around different districts. There are a few areas that we didn't meet, but at least it created change. By the way, even it multiplied on our numbers. Because someone who didn't have something to do by that time, at least by the time of voting, someone was earning something. Meaning that that person would vote for the best, not settling for less. So that is the method we used. There was no logic, and knowing that, yes, this is the man we are demanding from. Now we have high rates and of the oil. When you look at the petrol is high, diesel is high. The fuel prices, oh my God. We are supposed to leave our vehicles at home. But if we have oil, and there is already a process ongoing to ensure that we start benefiting from the oil. Because I last heard the president saying that he's not looking at the retailers. We are selling it to a bigger group, so that particular group is going to sell to the wholesalers and retailers, but not this business of hawking around with our fuel and monopolizing it. So that was a good one, but I'm looking at when, because we have been hearing that. I'm sorry, I won't speak what you people want me to speak, but at least the issue is when. Those people who are busy coming up with the refinery, that company that took the tender, when will that happen? Because now for us, the Bazukulu, we thought that our Jaja could not leave power minus us getting fuel, because it would cause disaster in the country, an uprising. Because of the fuel, we are seeing what happened in Libya. We are seeing what is in Iran. We are seeing what happened in Somalia. So where there is oil, that is total death.
Actually, I just we should also talk about the Abanaku Twegate initiative under the ONC. How have you?
Actually, Abanaku Twezimbe or Abanaku Twegate, because you see, most of the times they think that the underprivileged, the poor people, they don't reason, they don't think. Yes, by the way, for me, when I'm broke, I think a lot. Whenever I'm too broke, I think a lot. So you people, never underestimate thoughts of a poor person. Because that person thinks a lot. What next? So when we saw that, you see, we are undermined, we came on board and said, no. Poverty is not for life. We can improve and become something. The rich can't stand alone. They need the poor person. So we engaged stakeholders who can give us a backup. We have rich people, by the way, who have been giving us a hand in whatever we have been doing. And they said no. So we target, like we have a certain group here. We get items that can enable them earn something, at least get something in their pockets. After, at the end of that day, we found out that this Banakutwe Gate was working. We started moving to other areas. We went to Katwe side. We gave out. But only that, NRM is full of saboteurs. As we tried the Banakutwe Gate, they thought that we are creating a pressure group, a pressure group that is going to fight other people. So NRM people don't want organized entities. They want things that are disorganized, because with disorganization they can go to the president and tell him, give us 20 billions. We have to manage this situation. So whenever you manage a situation, they sneak into it to create loopholes that didn't exist and show the public that here you're making errors. That is the problem with NRM. And with all the fights and what we have underwent, you find that 90% is because of our movements, the empowerment. I'm not supposed to think like you because I'm not you. When I bring something new and you start saying that I'm doing it for showbiz, you don't determine one's destiny. So you're standing into someone's luck. You're well off. But our Wanakutuegata, even if I live here tomorrow, for me I will proceed. I'll go on and proceed with my Wanakutuegata. Because I myself, people undermine me and call me I'm a Munaku, I'm a what, of which I appreciate. And I appreciate associating with them because the difference is the similarity. At the end of the day, we are all going to be buried in one sand. So we avail equipments like welding machines, we avail sewing machines, we avail popcorn machines, we avail toolboxes, we avail car washers and other items to ensure that these people really get something to do. We get them busy.
Yes, Hajjat, thank you so much for all those initiatives. But the populace out there still wonders, why are these concerns still persisting, even though you've engaged them?
You see, even you in your house, your wife at home, the day you married her is not the day she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Unless if you're what? You're lucky. That in our honeymoon, today someone got pregnant. But if not that, even some take 2 years. So don't expect the Banakutuegate thing to curb all the poverty questions. It's not going to answer them all. We are trying to do what we can in our capacity. Because we already have a government policy. We have PDM, we have Emioga, we have Smanya, this for the elders, we have for the women, we have for the youth, we have many stuff. Even in agriculture, we have Operation Wealth Creation. So, for us, we are doing the little we can. We have even skilling, presidential skilling hubs that do skill and avail. So, whoever can penetrate wherever they can to ensure that people are touched and we are changing someone's life, it's okay. But now even we give out motorcycles. We have some lady Mark Honda who has always helped us and availed us with what? With motorcycles. The ones we have been giving out. So you strategize. When I was put in this office, I had to use my brain to see that I do what others didn't manage to do.
Thank you so much.
And this is what I'm doing.
Maybe what would be your parting shots ahead of the presidential swearing in on 12?
That would be what?
Your parting shots ahead of the swearing in ceremony of the president on 12.
First of all, for me, I'm happy that at least my dream has lived to its full expectation. What I fought for, the insults, the abuses, the sabotage, the damages are going to be healed on that day. Because we came with Omalako Jajatova Kumain when they tried to divert him. We got a lot of insults, lots of abuses, threats. We came with what was it? Omalako Jajatova Kumain. Then we came with the say no to a forceful transition with a dangerous hashtag I won't mention now. Then we came in with settle for the best, and indeed, Ugandans heard from us and they decided to settle for the best. Meaning that whatever, despite of the fact that you guys are speaking negative about me, I'm a winner. Because everything that brought me to this office, what I came to do to this office, I have done it and I've achieved by him swearing in on 12th. Indeed, on that day, I have to, if it was possible, I would sit just in between there at Kololo airstrip. I sit down and I shout because I've won. So even if you say negative stuff about me, I'm a winner. Yes, Namyalo can't manage. Who can manage? You didn't manage. I managed because my journey has lived to its full expectation by delivering 70%.
Yes.
And of which 72 admin solved the challenges and fights. We managed to protect the vote. We protected the vote, we secured the vote, and we mobilized the vote at the last minute, and we ensured that the voters casted the vote, and the vote became a vote, and it was a valid one, and declaration was done. So what next? The newly elected president, His Excellency Eric Hagtam 7.
Kuyazanya Hajjati,